Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guess what? Day 4. Thank you for joining me. Oops, itchy nose. I hope you've got your conscious cuppa. I've got my trusty glass of, rest of my mocha here that I'm going to enjoy as we're moving through this day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas for Conscious Warrior. And again, not going to introduce myself. Back to day 1, off you go if you want to know more. And if you're going back to day 1, then don't forget day 2 and day 3 follow day 1, because this is day 4. So today I want to talk a little bit about how we can shape our mind. And when we do that, when we actually shape our mind, we actually change our world. And for me, this is what happened with consciousness. Doing this by looking at the points of view that I had on things and alleviating myself of their burden as much as possible, letting them go. Thinking about shaping my mind in this way brought thoughts of topiary. Do you know what that is? That living art used in ornamental gardens where trees and shrubs are shaped automatically by clipping and pruning and trading things in a different way. And we see beautiful things grow in certain shapes. I'm blessed to have a gorgeous friend, Kerry. He comes and topiaries my trees, every now and again into beautiful balls and different shapes like that. But these gardens are really ornamental that I'm referring to as well. And I just think it's a beautiful metaphor, really, that describes or can be akin to what I think we're going to talk about today. Because our mind is constantly undergoing reshaping, right? Remolding, reorganizing. And it's our responsibility to ensure that the shaping is exactly the way we desire it to be, right? It's what we choose. Or is it? No longer allowing everyone else's opinion or everyone else to have a snip here and a snip there or a clip here and a clip there, and they're controlling the shape. I want to prune it now. I want to be responsible for my own shaping. And my invitation today is for you to embrace that for yourself. Take responsibility for your own pruning, your own clipping and tripping and pruning, all of this beautiful thing that you get to shape your mind and shape your own world. It's our minds, so we need to take ownership for that, right? Transformation of our mind in most cases requires some regular renewal or reprogramming so that we can reap the full benefits of a healthy mind. Perhaps you and I are going to become gardeners of our minds. Who knows? I'm already on my way, and I'd love you to join this journey with me. So let's talk about the tools and get to work. The garden doesn't take care of itself, right? Neither does our mind. Well, it can, but it's not always in a productive or resourceful way. So for the first 25 years of my life, like I said, I allowed others to shape my mind. And I suddenly woke up and realized it was my responsibility, not theirs, to shape and mold my own thinking. It's also my responsibility to read, to study, to grow, no one else's. What resulted was life-changing for me. A life-changing, exciting set of discoveries. And to be honest, splattered with success and failure along the way, problems, challenges, gratitude for everything that's happened along the way. Yet the greatest thing that arose from all of this was that I am now my own person. I was making my decisions. I was taking full responsibility. I am taking full responsibility. And after all, you are what you think. However, I thought in order to shape my mind, it would take extreme amounts of effort. I thought I'd have to strive and stretch and sweat and bleed and force the changes that I wanted to make. But the truth is, in order to be creative at all times, the best thing to do is to relax. Funny that, isn't it? Very often we allow stress to rob us of our greatest ideas, our treasured memories and moments. The outward demonstration of your life is the true representation of what's happening in the inside of your mind. Just let that sink in for a moment. But I'll say it again for you. The outward demonstration of your life right now in this moment is a true representation of what is happening in the inside of your mind. So often with all its programs that we're offered, to teach us to reconstruct our mind, or, everything that you see on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, all of the free masses of information that's out there, offering to teach us how to reconstruct things, how to rebuild, how to redo. Our mind becomes jammed with information. And let's face it, I'm sure you, like me, we all have many, many, many motivational books on your shelf. I actually call it shelf development, because have you read them all? I know I haven't. And let me ask you an even more poignant question, because you know me, right? I'm insatiably curious. I like to poke the bear. I love to stay in the question. How many of the principles taught to you in these motivational books or these courses that you've attended have you actually put into work and put into practice in your life? Because what you require to reshape your life is already within you and can be found within your own mind. To be a genius is not only to be a great artist or a great painter. It's in fact easier than that. It's to be the one who takes your own world and uses it to shape your own mind. It's to be the solver of problems. Whether you could change a tire or fix a door handle, it's facing the world as it presents itself on a daily basis and bringing into play the principles where there's nothing that you cannot do, or a solution that you cannot find. You can find a way to overcome any problem. It's an interesting point of view, right? Learn from your past and don't be worried about tomorrow. Today is enough time for you to start reshaping your world. Every time you have thoughts that come across you, or you hear someone say that you don't perhaps agree with or align with, it's just an interesting point of view. So say that internally. That's an interesting point of view. When we do this, we're not making judgment on it. We're not forming an opinion. We're just letting it be. We're allowing it to just pass through us without taking it on as, taking on the beliefs of others or the opinions of others, the judgments of others, or agreeing with it, aligning with it, resisting it, reacting to it. So try it out and let me know how you go. I'd love to know. This is a really important part of the process of consciousness. So that's it from me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. If you haven't already, go back through days 1, 2, 3, and then again through day 4. Answer the questions, do the work, and reap the benefits of consciousness for you. I look forward to hearing from you, how you're finding these, and anything else you want to know, just let me know. And then I shall look forward to seeing you on day 5. Bye-bye from me.